At this time, would you please stand as we welcome the students and faculty of the College of Professional Studies, Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study, Master of Science Applied Nutrition, Master of Science Health Informatics, Master of Science in Education, Master of Healthcare Administration, Master of Public Health, and Master of Social Work, the class of 2022.
You may be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to the College of Professional Studies commencement and hooding ceremony. On behalf of the university and the UNE online family, I extend a big congratulations to our class of 2022. From different perspectives, that of parent, spouse, significant other, sibling, child, friend, teacher, colleague, or service dog, we have watched as your understanding of self, other, and the world has expanded on behalf of your learning. Each of you have worked hard and persevered to reach this moment. To your family and friends, especially those who have surprised their graduate by their appearance today, I give you a special thanks for your patience and understanding, for your sacrifices and support of your graduate during their journey. You can rejoice that they are done. Let me take a few moments to reflect with you on the events of today and tomorrow and the transition they represent. With the start of this college commencement and hooding, the college and the university begin a time-honored practice of recognizing student achievement. Commencement and graduation events represent tradition, a custom passed down from generation to generation of publicly acknowledging those graduating have advanced to a new level of skill and achievement. It is within this context, that of tradition, celebration, and recognition of a passage into a profession or a higher level of responsibility that we come together to share and to celebrate. Graduates, in the coming years, remember your college, your professors, and your classmates. Please keep us updated on your achievements. We cannot help but take pride in you. Never stop learning, exploring, growing, or challenging yourselves. The University of New England community and the entire UNE online family is so very proud of you. I now invite Dr. James Herbert, President of the university, forward to give his remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Very, very, very nice to see you all. And how about a hand for our wonderful new Dean of the College of Health Professions, Dr. Beth Taylor Nolan. Beth joined us as Dean a few months ago, and she has hit the ground running and is doing amazing things for the college, and I'm just so, so happy that she's here with us and to call her a friend and colleague. And a special welcome to all of you. Welcome to the University of New England. This is probably, don't tell anybody I said this, okay? Keep it private. This is probably my favorite, I think it is my favorite graduation ceremony of all of them that we do for all of our colleges, because I know how much you all have sacrificed to do the work that you've done to be here today, and your families as well, sacrificing so that you can be here today and do what you've done. And it's so inspiring, and it's inspiring to meet people from across the country. I was just talking to folks we got a contingent here from Vegas, we got people from the Bay Area, from LA, we got people from Maryland, from all over the place, and to see people from such faraway distances all studying, coming together, it's just really inspiring. So, yeah, and for many of you, this is your first time to UNE. It's your first time even in Maine. And so welcome, and I hope you make sure to get a lobster roll before you leave. So graduates, I know again that many of you have traveled great distances to be here. Some of you are here on campus for the very first time, and just please know how welcome you are and how happy we are to see you and have you with us here today. Your coursework was completed online, but you will always have a special home, a special place here in Maine where we're rooted. I hope you have time to explore a little bit of our campuses and the beautiful Portland area this weekend. I think the weather's supposed to hold out, so we'll see. And I hope you'll visit us again and often. I'm also pleased that we can be joined by so many friends and family members of our graduates. We've got parents, grandparents, spouses, children, and other loved ones. Thank you all for helping support your graduates in their education. Let's give a hand for all of the families that helped out. And of course, I also welcome those watching online. So what would our online college, UNE Online, our College of Professional Studies, be if we didn't have folks watching us online as well? So welcome to all of you watching us remotely. In addition, I mentioned Dr. Beth Taylor Nolan. I also want to welcome her professional staff and all of the faculty in the College of Professional Studies. I salute and respect you all, so thank you for being here as well. They played a key role in transforming your lives. So at UNE, our driving mission is to equip students with the knowledge and skills to play meaningful roles in supporting the health of their fellow citizens, the communities to which they belong, and the larger natural world. And I can say with full confidence that the individuals we've gathered to honor today are ready to do their part. Graduates, through hard work and dedication, you've embarked upon and completed one of our rigorous programs, all while keeping up with the other responsibilities in your busy lives. I know how daunting that balancing act can be. When I myself was a graduate student working on my PhD in clinical psychology, I struggled to balance my classroom, research, and clinical training responsibilities while working part-time to support my family, including a newborn baby. So I can appreciate how hard you've worked to get to where you are today. Whether you've completed one of our advanced graduate certificate programs, a master's degree program, or a doctoral program, you've challenged yourself to gain specialized knowledge in your field, and you have succeeded. You've done this during a time of unique challenges afflicting our world, brought on by a once-in-a-century pandemic that might have deterred you, but they didn't. You persevered, and indeed, you have thrived. Now, bolstered by the new knowledge and skills you've gained, you're ready to make an impressive and lasting mark on our world. And it's a world that needs you, a world hungry for the expertise and leadership you can offer in addressing the multitude of challenges that we all face. Whether you've earned your degree in education, in applied nutrition, in healthcare, health informatics, public health, social work, our field, your field, and our world needs innovators, critical thinkers, and team builders. They need you. You're going to do great things. But first, enjoy this weekend as you look back on all you've learned, all the skills you've gained, and you look ahead to all that you'll do. Just take a moment to be proud of what you've accomplished right now this weekend. You've earned that right. Although you leave us now as students, you'll always be part of our UNE family as alumni. So please keep in touch, and as I said, come back to visit, come see us, and stay connected with the university. Deep congratulations to all of you.
At this time, I would like to ask Melissa Lorenko, Education Doctoral Candidate and Student Speaker, to come to the podium for her address.
I'm a little nervous. Give me a room full of middle schoolers and I'm good, but this is a little intimidating. Good evening, faculty and staff, administration, trustees, friends and families, and my fellow graduates. It's an honor to serve as this year's commencement speaker. We are a particularly impressive group, with graduates representing 43 states, Guam, Washington, D.C., Morocco, Grand Cayman Islands, and Canada. And let us take a moment to recognize our fellow graduates who could not make the trip to be with us today. Tonight, we are celebrating graduates from the following programs: Education Doctorate, yes. Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies in Education, Master of Science in Education, Master of Science in Applied Nutrition, Master of Science in Health Informatics, Master of Healthcare Administration, Master of Public Health, and Master of Social Work. I love graduations. Personally, I think this is the 7th time I've graduated. I was also given the mic at my kindergarten graduation. It didn't go so well. I was very loud, and no one could hear any of my classmates singing or reciting nursery rhymes. My mom loves to tell that story, so I told it already, Mom. As an educator, I've experienced many graduations on that side, each one full of excitement and meaning for each graduate and their family. As I racked my brain to consider what to say to you all to commemorate this very special graduation, I struggled to find the right words, anecdotes, and inspiration. So I did what any good researcher would do. I asked someone else. For this final homework assignment, I collected some data. My research question: what does graduation mean to you? I knew I would be speaking to a group of brilliant scholars, so I asked another group of brilliant scholars, my 8th grade students, for their perspectives. They are just a few weeks away from their own middle school graduation, so I knew they would have some insight. These are some of the things they said. Graduation is a time to reflect on your hard work and efforts. Accomplishment, it's a symbol of your success. It represents a change as you move on to a new phase in your life. I hope it's like a party where everyone says, you did it. It's actually a beginning, because what really matters is what you do next. They are all spot on. It's obviously not their first graduation, and it won't be their last. I became an educator because I love learning. As I searched for a flashy major in my undergraduate years, my father asked, "Where do you want to work?" He had given up asking, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" So I told him I wanted to work in my hometown, where we grew up, Central Falls, Rhode Island, a place that had given us so much. He said, "Great, but where do you see yourself doing that work?" I told him I really couldn't see myself outside of a classroom. So there was my answer. I had an amazing K-12 educational experience. The best teachers, a rigorous curriculum, endless possibilities for my future. It wasn't until I entered the teaching profession that I realized that it wasn't the same for every student. Early on in my career, I decided that my goal was to give all of my students the same amazing school experience that I had. So now, as a school leader and a co-founder of the Segway Institute for Learning in Central Falls, Rhode Island, I get to live my dream every day and work alongside an inspiring team of educators, all dedicated to our students and their families. I don't know about you, but I had no idea what to expect when I started this doctorate program. I knew there would be marathon work sessions, piles of books, and lots of writing. I could not have predicted a global pandemic or the amount of times I would need to convince myself that I could keep going. I also did not expect my experience to perfectly complement and challenge my work as a school leader, but it did. We have learned so much in our respective programs, from practical knowledge of the field to the soft skills necessary for leadership to the ins and outs of online learning. We are leaving UNE as better writers, researchers, and critical thinkers. We have a wonderful group of educators to thank for that. To our professors, thank you for being dedicated to your craft and sharing your knowledge and passion with each of us. I did not expect to connect so profoundly with professors in an online environment, so thank you for breaking down those barriers and bringing humanity to academia. All of my 8th grade students relayed the mega accomplishment that a graduation represents. It's the culmination of years of work, late nights, feedback rounds, and perfectly polished theses and dissertations. It was not all deadlines, though. There were obstacles to overcome, in addition to figuring out how to properly tackle pages and pages and pages of references. As the fog cleared on my dissertation proposal and I was finally ready to jump into my research study, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. With so many unknowns and months of treatment ahead of me, I think most people would have understood if I took a step back and removed some responsibilities from my plate. But obviously, that is not what any of us did when faced with adversity. Whether it was an illness, taking on a role as a caregiver, employment challenges, military deployment, or even pure exhaustion, each of us has a story of perseverance. For this reason, we are here to celebrate today. And we did not do this alone. One of my students told me graduation is the perfect time to thank the people who helped you through your journey. So in addition to UNE professors, we must also thank the UNE staff for their tireless efforts to keep us informed, answer our questions, and cheer us on. I have to thank Greg, Kendall, and Elizabeth for their help throughout my time at UNE. Doctoral candidates, we must also thank our dissertation committee. Dr. Calais, who has retired, was my inspiration and my sanity through the entire proposal and IRB process. She is the best. When she retired, she made sure to tell me she was leaving me in good hands, and she wasn't wrong. To Dr. Lovano, thank you for your constant support. I don't think you ever forget the first person who called you doctor. To Dr. Berg and Dr. Rodriguez, thank you for making a very stressful time enjoyable. Something that I have loved about my fellow classmates is that we're all professionals working in our field. I would not have been able to earn this degree if I wasn't also able to work full-time. And I hope you all had a work family who was as supportive as mine. My Segway family is the reason I started this journey, and they are the major reason why I was able to finish. From my administration team, to my teachers and staff, to my students, thank you all. A special thanks to Mr. Garcia and Mrs. Minacchio at Segway, who were both constant positive sources of strength through this journey for me. Finally, the most important people, the ones we brought with us today, and those who are streaming at home, our close family and friends who have been our rocks. You know who you are. The one who picked up all the slack at home while your partner was buried in research articles. The child whose mother brought her to practice, and then you would catch glimpses of her doing her homework on the sidelines. The grandparent who kept the kids just a little while longer. The friend who understood when you had to cancel your plans because homework. For me, those people are my husband, my two daughters, Ava and Reese, and my mother. We thank you, and we celebrate all of you today. Let us also take a moment to recognize those loved ones who we wish were able to share this moment with us. My father would have been the most obnoxious parent in this room. I can picture him pointing to my name in the program and telling complete strangers, "That's my daughter." He also loved graduations. We wish all of those people were here with us today. So, the degree has been earned. The celebration will end after the drink tickets. And so what's next? Marion Ray Edelman, the first Black woman admitted to the Mississippi Bar and the founder and president of the Children's Defense Fund, said, "Education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community and world better than you found it." This quote is the perfect roadmap for us. Each of our respective fields focuses on people and their essential needs: education, well-being, and health. These are more than careers. They are callings. Professionals in these fields must use their brains and work from their hearts. Let us recognize the opportunity that we have had in achieving this milestone and focus on the people we can help with our new learning. While we work to improve the lives of all others, remember that within each of these fields, there are groups of people who are marginalized. As researchers, we should lift up the voices of those individuals, try to understand their experience, and strive to create inclusive systems that work for everyone. When we say all, let us truly mean all students, all clients, all patients, all people. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 22.
At this time, let us begin the hooding of the candidates. I would like to welcome Dr. Jane Pelletier to hood the following Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership candidates. Placement of this hood symbolizes completion of the Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership degree.
Bobby Lynn Avery. Brianna Lee Baker. Andrew Michael Bard. Tanya Renee Burfield. Michelle Bragg. Timothy Broderick. Margaret Irving Brownlee. Luke R. Callahan. Leland Alton Karen. Jessica Ann Clark. David Seth Cutler. James Thomas Daly. Robert Carlo Dawson. Eric Anthony DeChico. Eric Devon Dillon. Devin E. Fulford. Kelly Ann Galtieri. Christopher Brandon Jones. Dale F. Knapp. Melissa Weber Lorenko. Karen M. McGuire. Courtney L. McLaughlin. Molly McKechnie. Dennis Barrington McKeesey. Todd Martin Medovich. Nikki Lynn Meritens. Jennifer Yako Mendocino. Alyssa Nicole Macharnock. Sherry Lynn Nichols. Carl O'Leary. Kathleen Ann Provost. Catherine Todd Race Antilla. Ashley Ray Salter. Stanley F. Sampson III.
I'm going to pause 1 second. I'm just going to pause 1 second.
Heather Lynn Saunders. Amy Pulio Sisson. Timothy M. Smolin. Congratulations. Matthew Spino. Kimberly Lynn Stevens. Sonia Stewart. Autumn Vatborg Straw. Sean M. Sullivan. Davion James Swan. Simone Patrice Flowers Taylor. Rebecca Nault Swayze. Neil L. Trahan. No Try Tron. Lamont Marquise Vines. Emily Glista Whitmore. Derek C. White. Megan Means Williams. Michelle Diane Wright. Congratulations to our Doctor of Education candidates.
It's my pleasure to invite Jane Pelletier back to the podium, back to the stage to hood the Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study candidates. Placement of this hood symbolizes completion of the Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study. Will the candidates for the Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study please step forward?
Timothy M. Baker. Lisa Orlando Barassa. Jennifer Lynn Sear. Betty McAvoz. Jacqueline Irene Swan. Molly Sullivan. Caitlin Marie Zidell. Congratulations to our Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study graduates.
It is my pleasure to invite Elaine Hughes to hood the Master of Science in Education candidates. Placement of this hood symbolizes completion of the Master of Science in Education degree. Will the candidates for Master of Science in Education please step forward?
Jamie Marie Elaine Boissonalt. Heather Lynn Cody. Alicia Christine Davis. Despina Kozukali. Elizabeth Jane Dyer. Jocelyn Margaret Hargis. Molly McKinley. Tamsin Ray Partridge. Ashley Ann Smith. Allison Stankiewicz. Anna Grace Stowell. Congratulations to our Masters of Science in Education graduates.
It is my pleasure to invite Dr. Ellie Dodge to hood the Master of Science in Applied Nutrition candidates. Placement of this hood symbolizes completion of the Master of Science in Applied Nutrition degree. Would the candidates for the Master of Science in Applied Nutrition please step forward?
Shanna Rose Garvey. Jacqueline Marie Lignac. Dilshad Begum Mohammed. Zachary M. York. Congratulations to our Masters of Science in Applied Nutrition graduates.
It is my pleasure to invite Matt Kazabinski to hood the Master of Science in Health Informatics candidates. Placement of this hood symbolizes the completion of the Master of Science in Health Informatics degree. Would the candidates please step forward?
Kevin John Earl. Congratulations to our Master of Science in Health Informatics graduates.
It is my pleasure to invite Matt back to hood the Master of Healthcare Administration candidates. Placement of this hood symbolizes completion of the Master of Science in Healthcare Administration degree. And would the candidates please step forward?
Carrie Seibel. Congratulations to our Master of Healthcare Administration graduate.
It is my pleasure to invite Deborah Shields to hood the Master of Public Health candidates. Placement of this hood symbolizes completion of the Masters of Public Health degree. And would the candidates please step forward?
Linda Folashade Akambai. Marcia T. Almeida. Alexis Robin Bly. Amy Janae Clark. Allison L. Daly. Samantha M. Denzel. Sarah Fizha. Delayla N. Flores. Nicole Abigail Jory. Miriam Karimi. Shane Lamba. Megan Louise McGraw Lawson. Danielle Marie Lower. Kristen Mancini. Samantha Ann Mancuso. Sarah Jane Morosco. Aaron Nadeau. Phoebe Abiambo Adiambo. Marsha Gay R. Reynolds.
I like that.
Pedro Saul Rodriguez. Julia Louise Rose. Edgar Santiago Navez. Kristen Jane Scott. Paul J. Smith. Cara Ann Sapp. Ivana S. Spath. Jordan Ashley Stimulus. Shanti Kandela. Amrinder Singh Tor. Tiffany Tu. Urena Amani Villet. Marissa Louise White. Jamil Aisha Witt. Congratulations to our Master of Public Health graduates.
It is my pleasure to invite Dr. Autumn Straw to hood the Master of Social Work candidates. Placement of this hood symbolizes the completion of the Master of Social Work degree. Would the candidates please come forward?
Nancy Pack San Antonio. Abby L. Bartarelli. Angela Sylvia Bragg. Mariali Bravo. Sandra Brown. Alexis Lynn Berger. Lisa Lynette Buttram. Bridget Cade. Ashley Clark. Lindsay Ellen Cole. Maureen E. Collins. Christine Marie Collins Blooms. Naomi Renee Davis. Samantha Ann Evans Sharpton. Cheryl Ann Figliini. Shannon L. Gilpatrick. Lisa Camille Harper. Gina Marie Pollock. Deja Jean Martin. Whitney McIntyre. Deborah G. Randazzo. Claudia C. Riesbeck. Brooke Ann Rivard. Virginia Caroline Hargett Rochelle. Samantha Scarfo. Congratulations. Brenda Allison Tame. Congratulations to our Master of Social Work graduates.
Thank you. Graduates, we now ask you to stand, turn, and face the audience. All right. The time has come. Thank you all. That was a wonderful round of applause for our class of 2022. Should we do it one more time? I think so. Okay, thank you so much, and we can all be seated. To our graduates, you have accomplished so much. With your new degree, you now hold a valuable responsibility to continue to serve your community, to continue to contribute to our society, to improve everything that you encounter, and to leave it better than you found it. As we heard earlier from our keynote speaker, Dr. Lorenko, it is tough to find the right words to celebrate these kinds of grand occasions. As I searched for the right words to close the ceremony, I found the wise words of Nelson Mandela. There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one that you are capable of. So each person in the class of 22, you all decided to play big. And you have proven that you are capable of so much more. Keep playing big. This world has so many complex problems that need your expertise, your passion, and your leadership. If you ever needed to be reminded of your capabilities, please reflect on this moment and on this day. You are so capable, and you can change the world. Congratulations to all of you. We will be continuing this evening's celebration with a reception on the campus quad, and the UNE team with the orange lanyards will be pointing the direction to the quad. This concludes our hooding ceremony. Please remain seated until the graduates and platform party have recessed. We look forward to continuing the celebration at the reception. Thank you.